You're listening to Ears Have Eyes on CJSW 90.9 FM. We're your hosts, Caitlin Brown
and Wayne Garrett.
You just heard Meteors, a new piece by local musician, BMXer, and paramedic Richard Gallant, also known as Curved Walls. With hurdy-gurdy and bowed sultry, Curved Walls emulates the conceptual sounds of a meteor punching through the atmosphere, leaving a trail of light arcing across the sky. This piece was made specifically for Ears Have Eyes, responding to our August theme, METEORITE, Summer Nights, Dazzle, and Burn. Tonight's program uses the Perseids meteor shower, an annual event where comets streak across the night skies, to explore the sonic space of summer nighttime.
This month marks our 30th episode of Ears Have Eyes. Our regular listeners will know that Ears Have Eyes is recorded on Treaty 7 territory in southern Alberta, home to the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuut'ina First Nation, the Stoney Nakoda, and Métis Nation of Alberta Districts 5 and 6. Since last September, our show has been syndicated on Golden Co-op Radio in beautiful British Columbia. This month, we're delighted to announce that we're joining New Adventures in Sound Art in South River, Ontario, a non-profit, artist-run radio station dedicated exclusively to sound-based media. You can tune in at naisa.ca to hear sound art 24 hours a day.
Up next, we're delighted to feature a composition from Emilia Martin of Radio Echo Collective. Radio Echo is a location-independent radio collective focused on reverberating stories overshadowed by long, unexamined, and unrevised worldviews. The collective tells stories through an intersectional feminist perspective, and the upcoming piece, A Curious Stone, Perseids Meteor Shower, is no exception. Originally aired during the Perseid Meteor Shower in 2022, A Curious Stone explores the great contradiction of meteorites. In the words of the collective, meteorites are first-hand witnesses of outer space, travelers from deep time offering a glimpse into the origin of life on Earth, and yet they are rocks whom we attribute with passivity, confinement, and silence, symbolizing an inability to communicate or express. The following piece invites listeners to experience multiple perspectives on a meteorite, rather than as a simple cosmic foreign body. This is A Curious Stone by Emilia Martin of Radio Echo Collective.
Charcoal gray in color.
The size of a melon.
3-pound rock.
A fireball.
Just a flash of light, it looked like a power box on the horizon.
A gray charcoal chunk of rock.
Flying ball of fire.
Kind of started on the northern horizon and then finished behind the southern horizon.
I think it's pretty unusual because, most of the time they just burn up in the atmosphere.
The chunk of space rock.
It could be somebody coming back to change everything.
It's a piece of cosmic debris of some kind.
I think I'm just in wonder. Yeah, every time I go into the bedroom, I go, oh my goodness, that could have hit me. I'm just thankful to be alive and, be here talking to you and my family.
It is dark brown. Or maybe black. Curvy. Smooth. Metallic. Looks a bit like coal. But actually not. A gorgeous, earthy, cosmic mass. A tool to break things. Or to be loved. To be put on a shelf where it can be looked at every single morning and evening. To be put in bed, spooned and hugged and looked at lovingly.
It was 12:46 on November 30th, 1954, when a meteorite hit a house in the small town of Sylacauga, Alabama.
Elizabeth Fowler Hodges was feeling a bit ill and was taking a nap on her couch. She was sleeping, covered by a quilt, when a grapefruit-sized 8.5-pound meteorite crashed through the ceiling of her house, bounced off a radio set, and hit her. What followed was the first documented event in modern history where an extraterrestrial object injured a human being. Before the meteorite slammed into Anne's living room with the speed of a bullet, people in the tiny town of Sylacauga and across eastern Alabama had reported seeing a bright reddish light in the sky, described as a fireball or a Roman candle trailing smoke.
Falling star? Asteroid? Something astrological?
A UFO? Aliens? A shooting star?
It's a firework.
Where did it go? You don't know where it landed?
We don't know where it landed.
Well, where is it going?
This is a meteorite, but not any meteorite.
A geologist was called to the scene and determined the object was, in fact, a meteorite, but not everyone in town agreed. Many thought it was debris from a plane. Others suspected the Soviets.
People are asking, what is it? But what exactly was that flying ball of fire that lit up the sky?
What exactly are we witnessing here?
And my phone alerted me that there was a motion at my back door. So I pulled the curtain and I saw this flash of light and I was like, what is that?
Eventually, Anne was transferred to the hospital. Despite an alarming big bruise on her thigh, the doctor stated that she wasn't seriously harmed physically. In the grainy picture that is taken of Anne's examination, the gruesome mark looks dark and speckled, slightly reminiscent of space. Michael Reynolds, a Florida State College astronomer, said the following after learning about what happened to Anne.
You have a better chance of getting hit by a tornado and a bolt of lightning and a hurricane all at the same time.
The Sylacauga police chief then quickly confiscated the black rock and turned it over to the United States Air Force.
Well, every meteorite is unique. They all tell different stories.
Maybe you think I should have stayed in my home. Maybe I should float in space with others like me, but I am a curious stone. I have simply heard too many beautiful stories. About your Western world of vast land and sweet, sweet, gassy Coca-Cola, of all the capitalistic opportunities. If I caused you any inconveniences, I apologize. Wonderful stories about your American love.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end, no dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning they. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
In the meantime, Anne Hodges became a celebrity overnight. While still recovering from her injury, reporters flocked to her house, and Anne was photographed for several newspapers, including Life magazine. Anne didn't smile in any of the pictures. Perhaps signaling that the invasive media attention was not something she welcomed. Even as Anne was the center of attention, Alabama in the 50s was clearly a man's world. It's quite ironic that in this picture, Anne's husband Eugene seems to cradle the meteorite like a newborn baby, although the extraterrestrial object could have easily killed his wife.
When you look at the stuff and people say it's just a rock, until you see in the microscope and say, oh my God, what you have really in your hand is space gems. I am just such a curious person. So when you're holding a piece of moon in your hand, it's not just a piece of moon. It really is symbolic of what we as humans are, which are explorers. When we get inspired, what do? We look up. Every star that we see is really 1 square inch of our own galaxy. So when something falls on Earth, we have no idea what body it came from.
After the Air Force confirmed that it was a meteorite, the question remained as to what to do with the object. After a legal squabble with the landlady, Anne got her meteorite back. I think God intended it for me. After all, it hit me, Anne stated after receiving it.
Spatial exchange of thin particles. I want to see you for who you are, even though there might be the burning atmosphere between us. I want to see you for who you are, from a distant, painfully close.
However, by the time it was returned to her, over a year later, public attention had diminished and Anne failed to find a buyer.
I know it's been so long since we saw each other last. I'm sure we'll find some way to make the time pass.
She therefore donated it to the Alabama Museum of Natural History in 1956, where it is still on display.
Hey moon, it's just you and me tonight.
after the sensation had died down, the media lost all interest in Anne. She later suffered a nervous breakdown, and in 1964, she and Eugene separated.
And your pale round face makes me feel at home in any place I would happen to be. At 3:15.
Her sad final years were probably the result of trauma and the psychological strain caused by the sudden burst of media attention.
The moon chased the sun out of the sky. Goodbye, sun. The night's begun. The moon chased the sun out of the sky. Goodbye, sunshine. The night is mine.
The Hodgeses were just simple country people. Museum director Randy McCready later claimed,
If it was God who sent the space rock to Anne, his intentions were no good.
Anne Hodges' tale is a tragic one, forever trapped inside the few grainy black and white pictures that captured the incident.
And that's why the moon chased the sun out of the sky. Goodbye, sun. The night's begun. The moon chased the sun out of the sky. Goodbye, sunshine. The night is mine.
In the papers, Anne Hodges was portrayed as a lucky woman, the star of a small-town miracle. But in reality, the villainous extraterrestrial object that hit her gave her nothing but trouble. The ignorant Americans that opened their paper that morning must have smiled in awe while they read. For once, not about burglary or war or murder, but about an ordinary woman from Alabama getting struck by a star.
You're tuned in to Ears Have Eyes on CJSW 90.9 FM, Golden Co-op Radio, and New Adventures in Sound Art Radio. You just heard A Curious Stone from Emilia Martin of Radio Echo Collective. Next month, we'll have Emilia on our program to discuss her long-term research into the history of meteorites through myths, tales, and modern science. In the meantime, you can learn more about all the artists on today's show by visiting our website, hibernationproject.ca. Find the tab Ears Have Eyes. Up next is a new work by local AV technician and sound artist Christina Milinusic. Christina is a regular contributor to our program, creating immersive sound using field recordings and synthesizers to explore and deepen listeners' connection to the sonic world. Her work, METEORITE, is crafted from a binaural recording taken in Banff National Park. The composition seeks to transport listeners to the heart of the natural landscape, immersing them in the subtle symphony of nature. The title reflects the earthly and extraterrestrial, drawing a parallel between the auditory presence of marmots in the alpine environment and the mysterious descent of meteorites. Created specifically for Ears Have Eyes, METEORITE is intended to create an immersive auditory experience, capturing the intersection between the terrestrial and the cosmic.
After Christina's work, we'll hear another piece created for our show, Biophonia, by multimedia musician, experimental performer, and audiovisual artist Frederico Pessoa. Biophonia was composed from a processed nocturnal field recording, aiming to produce a sound experience that resembles the interaction of different species in any given place, full of beings that express themselves sonically. This is METEORITE by Christina Milinusic. Stay tuned for Biophonia by Frederico Pessoa. You just heard Biophonia by Frederico Pessoa.
We're coming to the end of our program. To learn more about the works on today's show, or to submit your own sound art, experimental music, or spoken word, visit hibernationproject.ca and find the tab Ears Have Eyes. Our final piece comes from Calgary-based cinematic indie pop duo Midnite Gossip. Comprised of Emilia Martin and Mickey Valens, last year Midnite Gossip was scheduled to perform at Satellite Music and Arts Festival in Badlands of Drumheller when they realized they'd be playing beneath the Perseids meteor shower. They wrote Lost in the Night specifically for that moment. Enjoy this spatial instrumental composition by Midnite Gossip.